How we doing, everyone? Welcome in. This is kind of going to be a little bit of a different video. I kind of just want to talk about the big developer stream we had today, kind of the community game check-in. I haven't really done a video like this, so bear with me, but kind of just wanted to quickly go over everything. I don't want to keep it long, so I want to go nice and quick and kind of give my thoughts on a few things. I did watch it, took some notes. Honestly, I feel great about the community update we got today. I think it was very much needed. Kind of like Matt said, you know, there's no new content. I would have loved some new content, but I wasn't expecting it. I'm happy we didn't get anything. I think it's a good thing, you know, like he said again, there's no marketing. It was a real talk. It was just a nice little sit down and kind of being real with us. And I appreciate that. So without further ado, first thing I want to say, his shirt was super cool. Check it out. It was a dope shirt. The very first thing, we started off strong with the lobby situation, which is, I think, everyone's number one complaint right now. It's definitely mine. I could care less about the bugs in the game. Virginia's skill tree, yeah, that sucked. That was a bug. You know, some of the other things, it's annoying. Those things don't matter if you can't even get into the game to play. I think truly the lobby situation is the number one thing, and I think Gunn knows that. You know, it's the big elephant in the room that is everyone is aware of and I think talks about. So now they did say that they think a lot of the information is potentially due to some players dodging, and even if it is or isn't, having people dodge obviously doesn't help them get the data they need to potentially fix the issue. So as tough as it is, sometimes we gotta stick those lobbies out. Now they did talk about some ways to maybe change it and make this better, and they didn't give any specific examples, but I think probably what we may see is them hiding the opposing team. So, you know, if you're playing victim, they're going to hide who the family members are and vice versa. I could also see them hiding the map there, maybe player level perks. I think you know, that's not a new thing. Back when they did the initial big lobby changes, you know, we did kind of see some of that, where they hid the if people were partied up, and if people, what was the other big thing? Overall player level. Yeah, once people started hitting 99, it was rough. So I think that was a good change. I would expect something else like that here soon. Talked a little bit about the 90-day number. People put too much weight into this. It's a good goal. They probably shouldn't have set it. They probably expected to be within 90 days. At the end of the day, who cares? They already confirmed the game will be well through 2024 and probably beyond. So that, you know, 90 days, so be it. If it goes a little over, who cares at the end of the day? You know, they're working on the game. They gave us the big information that we are going to get fortnightly updates, which I love that. You know, every 2 weeks we're going to get something. I'll talk a little bit more about that. I kind of just want to go in order of what they talked about. The dev transition is still going on. We're still working our way into Black Tower. Kind of expected. There's going to be hiccups with that. I think everyone expected that. They expected that. We should have expected that. And I like to say it's overall, it will be better for the game. I think Gunn thinks that as well. Talked a lot about the perk patch coming up. Didn't say when that would be. I don't think they confirmed that was going to be the next point, April 30th. We are getting a patch. I don't think they confirmed this is when that will be, but it is coming at some point, where, you know, we are going to look into the perks more. The specific examples given were maybe moving some perks into the skill trees that weren't there, aka look at Sonny, getting him some good perks, maybe moving around perks in the skill trees, yada yada. I think that, you know, I'm all for that. I think that's a great change, and that goes along with, also, he did say, you know, they're going to tweak a couple. I think he said 6 or 8 perks they were looking at. We know a couple of those. It was shared in I believe a Reddit post from, who was that? I don't know. Another developer shared that, I think, on Reddit the other day. So we're going to see some of that here soon. And then the big thing that has me most excited, you know, April 30th, we're getting a new Family Cosmetic, which is awesome. It's going to cost $2.99. It's just going to be one skin. That's fine. We're going to get a couple fixes, and then we're going to be on this fortnightly schedule. So a patch every 2 weeks. You know, it could be a little bit of content. It could be bug fixes. It could be a little of both, you know, more of one, less of the other, yada yada. I think that's a great thing. A lot of people have been, you know, complaining like, hey, we got all these updates early in the game and then nothing. I think probably part of that was due to the transition to Black Tower. which they did confirm they are still in that transition. But you know, I think this will be, maybe this is Black Tower's goal. There are more people are working on the game with them than what was happening at Sumo. So I think this is all overall a great thing. I don't think there's really anything to be upset about here. A new cosmetic every 2 weeks, and it will either be, you know, one for a family member or the pack for victims, just like we got with Anna. So look forward to that. And they did say we get something free coming April 30th, so that'll be cool. I will also put up on the screen here, there's a post where Sid put on Reddit about the Leatherface bug. A couple things that weren't supposed to be into the update made their way in, so it looks like these are some future things. I saw a lot of people upset about this personally. I like the change. I think the animation is great with Bubba not falling flat on his back, as goofy as that is. I do love it, but again, I think for this scenario being the door slam, I like Bubba just kind of, you know, staggering. I think that's a better fit. So I'm happy with that. You know, once they kind of work it out and maybe get it to a better place with the time wise, I think it'll be good. You can still door slam Bubba, it's just not what it should be, which they said that. And then we kind of flew through a bunch of other things, which I'll do quickly here. There's a question about Nancy getting a blood skin. Looks like that will probably happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like eventually a free thing for those who bought Nancy. I could totally see that happening. If not, you know, they did confirm that for future killer or family member skins, it would be $2.99. I might have said this already, but it'll be $2.99. If they make Nancy bloody skin $2.99, sure, whatever. It is what it is. They are still working on the grapple meta. They did not like the insta kill change, so it doesn't seem like we'll probably get that back. It seems like they definitely want to tune how the grappling balance, whether that is, you know, sometimes whoever gets the initial starting bonus, they might tune that, along with, you know, we're getting this grappler and a potentially empowered change that's coming up too. So we'll probably see it then, at least some of the tweaks, maybe not the full thing. And I did kind of talk about that in my last video, but just wanted to mention it here again. They're buffing Sonny. Good for him. He's going to get some stuff in this upcoming perk patch, so look for that. Apparently there's a Nancy endurance bug. I just learned about this like 2 days ago. Apparently no matter how many points you put into her endurance, you can only swing 6 times. I had no idea. I don't even know when that started. Personally, I didn't find it to be a problem, but maybe I guess I wasn't expecting it to be different. So I don't know if that bothered you. They're aware, they're working on it. No new info on licenses coming to the game. They did also mention they might be looking at grandpa perks in the future, possibly this upcoming perk patch. Talked a little bit about Johnny and his current OP state. You know, maybe it's latency partially, but it doesn't seem to be just a Johnny kind of, he said, I guess, like a Johnny thing in terms of latency, but I think we all are aware there's certainly something going on with Johnny right now, especially with Scout. But yeah, level cap still coming eventually. Another thing that a lot of people want is a friends list. I'm actually going to talk about this on my next, I guess, quality of life video, part 3 of things I'd love to see added to the game. I'm going to talk about a friends list. I want to go too much more into that because that'll happen eventually when I make that. But he did kind of say it's a lot of work, which I get. You know, look at Dead by Daylight; they didn't have it for a long time, and you know, now it's there, and it is what it is. But that's a thing. Let's see. More lobby dodging stuff. Talked about that a little bit. Seems like we might be getting a night version of Nancy's house here coming soon, possibly on April 30th. I'm guessing that's probably the free thing that he hinted at because he gave a little wink after. Love that. More maps, you know, or more map variety. All for it. Give us more. Talked about map voting. I really like this idea a lot. I don't know why I never thought about that. You know, that's in other games like Halo, Call of Duty back in the day. It might still be in Call of Duty. I haven't played one in forever, but map voting. I think that's a great idea. That would help people, you know, it helped prevent some dodging of the lobbies. And overall, I think that's a good addition. If they can do that. They didn't say when. They like the idea of it. Sissy Buff Cummings. There's plans. Nothing yet. Apparently there is a button mashing cap, but Matt wanted to look into it a little more. I also talked, you know, extensively about this in my last video. Not a big fan of the mashing and how that works. So most people's concern is macros. I'm not too worried about the macros. I just don't like the mechanic overall. Gave another little shout out to ArtBully for the fantastic cosmetics. Seems like they're going to be doing, you know, all or most of the upcoming cosmetics. I think Anna's new dress skin pack looks fantastic. I am very excited to see what else ArtBully has in store for us. Maybe making some more changes to hopefully buff stealth. One person asked about that. Who knows? I don't know what they can do with stealth. It needs to probably have a bigger effect, but the way the game is now, I'm you know, not too worried about stealth. Bring home the bacon. Bring home the bacon mentioned, you know, best perk in the game. Yeah, no. I think we're going to see some changes in the perk patch. And he did kind of, to go a little bit more into this, you know, we're seeing maybe these 6 perks changed in this upcoming April 30th patch, but he did kind of say there will still be another big perk patch. So whenever that happens, I am sure we'll see some changes to bring home the bacon, if not completely removing her from the game. The team still likes the idea of an in-game currency, no timeline on it. We'll see. Changing exterior alarms to maybe not apply to basement doors. I think that'd be a healthy change. I like exterior alarms. I think everyone on the family team does it, and I think everyone who is a victim player hates it, especially in the scenario when you're the last victim alive and you can't get out of the basement. I think that's probably a good change. It probably will happen. When? Who knows? And yeah, you know, again, I really appreciate the stream we got. I guess Wes was sick, so he could not attend, but you know, Matt held it down. No matter how you feel about Matt, you know, you do have to respect him. He obviously has a strong passion for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, and a passion for the game. And you know, like us, he wants it to succeed. You know, I think he kind of got himself into a little tricky place a while back, with the, you know, responding to people, and I think that left a bit of a sour taste in some people's mouth, but you know, I think the passion is there, and you know, the drive for a great game is still there. The whole team at Gun obviously wants to do it. I know there was another concern that people were like, you know, this announcement tomorrow is going to be, you know, the end of they're announcing they're ending the game. That clearly was not the case. They quickly confirmed on Reddit, I don't remember where, yeah, that wasn't happening. And why would you even say that? It clearly was not going to happen. But yeah, you know, thank you, devs, for the transparency. I think this was nice to have kind of like a face-to-face talk, quote unquote, you know, about the state of the game. I think the whole community appreciated it. And it, you know, at least for me, it reassured, you know, that the game is alive and well and going in the right place, content wise. And, you know, it seems like the devs do have plans. I think once this transition to Black Tower kind of smooths out, I think we'll be in a good spot. I still have a lot of faith in the game. I believe. So yeah, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.